Hello, everyone. I'm Alexander HughZ, Oceanic Smite Shoutcaster. And joining me today is going to be Ataraxia, solo laner from Team Titan. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good, thanks. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about your LAN experiences, considering that the OCE teams are coming up to their first LANs. And particularly what's coming up is the Challengers Cup tournament, where the teams that didn't make it to the LAN automatically through the Pro League are going to have their shot at still making it. And obviously, your guys' story is quite well known within Smite, where you guys took that route and actually ended up making it all the way to the Grand Finals and Worlds. And see if you guys can if you can pass on some knowledge to those OCE teams that are looking to do the same thing. At the same time, we're going to quiz you a little bit on your knowledge of Australia and see how much you know about the land down under. So, first question: have you ever been to Australia or New Zealand before?
I have, yeah, I have cousins who live there, so I've been there once or twice.
Oh, really?
So
Which
yeah, I've got a
parts?
bit of knowledge. To Queensland.
Oh, Queensland. Okay, very
Mm.
nice. Alrighty. So, when you think of Australia, what comes to mind first?
Has to be Joey's, right? Baby kangaroos and boomerangs.
Oh, alrighty. So, you guys competed in the Challengers Cups and the subsequent tournament in Season 1, which gave you entrance into the regional finals. What was your mindset heading into that Challengers Cup tournament and knowing what it would mean if you got through it?
It was um, it was a bit bittersweet because we came off the founder of the original team, Agilitas, was actually Zindan, and after we didn't make it into the Pro League and thus got relegated to the Challengers, he wanted to take a break, which is we were with the rest of the team were ready to give it one more go through the Challenge Cup and really see how we could take it. So we ended up getting Repicas on board then in replacement for him. So it was a bit, we lost our founder, but again, we had this new star jungler to really reinvigorate ourselves. So we were pretty pumped to get through, and we actually managed to do it undefeated. Um, but I mean, even then, it was just so happy to get to LAN. We never really thought about Worlds. It was like, let's get to a LAN, so we've at least done something.
Alrighty, cool. So this one, I guess you've already answered it, but what do you call a baby kangaroo?
Joey.
Yeah, cool. That's showing off your knowledge there. All right.
Mm.
If you were asked to throw another shrimp on the Barbie, what would you do?
No, I have no idea. I mean, is that like prawns? Do you put a prawn on the
Yeah,
barbecue? It's definitely a barbecue.
it's
I
exactly
know
that's
that
exactly
much.
it. You
Is that
put
really
you
it?
put a yeah, you put a prawn on the barbecue. That's
Oh,
exactly what
okay.
it is. Um, no one in Australia says shrimp, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's a purely American invention.
Oh.
Um, alrighty. The EU regionals and your come from behind wins have quickly become stuff of legend in Smite lore. How do you and your team keep from giving up even when the advantage is in your opponent's favor?
I mean, you've got to think, what's on the line. You can only really give up when it's over. I mean, that game for us has always been a big. It was our first LAN, so to have a victory like that, I think it really shaped the way we have our mindset when we are behind. It's hard to say if that didn't happen to us, how that would be.
Mm,
Uh, I'd be lying if I said everyone was still positive towards the end of that game. But after that, it's really shaped us, and I think that we always have that in the back of our mind whenever we're, against the ropes and they're coming in for the tie, and it's always, we could make that moment again. We can come back with no phoenixes.
cool. Alrighty. Which iconic member of Australian culture set a world record for drinking beer the fastest? Former Prime Minister Bob Hawke, cricket player Merv Hughes, or rock star Michael Hutchins?
You'd think the Rockstar.
You'd think
Um,
so.
you'd think the Rockstar. I think the safe bet. I'm gonna go with the Rockstar, but I would hope it's maybe the Prime Minister because that'd
It's
be
the
pretty
Prime
badass.
Minister.
Prime Minister, is it?
It was the Prime Minister Bob Hawke. He set the world record for drinking a yard of beer the fastest while actually
Oh,
over in university in Cambridge, of all places.
oh, so he
So
wasn't in office when he did it.
no, he was.
Oh.
He certainly wasn't. But he recently at a football event he sculled another beer in front of the crowd, which was pretty funny. Um, some nice, Australian culture there for you. Alrighty. What is more likely to kill you in Australia? Poisonous spiders, venomous snakes, or toxic redditors?
Uh, I mean, is this the Smite Reddit? Then it's got to be that one, right?
Oh yeah,
Ah,
that is correct. Yes, the redditors. The correct answer is actually probably all three
All
in Australia.
three?
It's
Yeah,
probably all
that
three.
seems
Um,
pretty like very scary country.
yeah. Okay, with the EU regionals and then the Smart World Championship and the summer finals this year, Titan has a great amount of land experience now under its belt. Obviously, you guys began where the Oceanic teams are going to be in November at your first LAN event. The crowd staring back at you whilst trying to concentrate on the screen in front of you. Looking back on your first time at LAN, what advice would you give to these teams heading into their first tournament?
Um, whoever you ask will give probably a very different answer for this. For me, it's learn to love the crowd. Um, it's such a big factor for me personally. Like the bigger the crowd, the more hyped I get about how good I want to play. Because I'm quite a vain person. Um, but I care a lot about my image. So to see people, the more people are watching me, the higher the drive to succeed is. So I think you've got to find your own personal motivation to really do well on the stage. But you can't be afraid of the crowd. I think that's the nerves are the can ruin a lot of really good players.
Cool. Alrighty, and now we're down to the final and most important question. I've been voted sexiest caster in OCE in three separate straw polls and by High-Res Hindu Man himself. Can we add Ataraxia to the list of people who agree with the statement?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, no question.
There you go, folks. That's four. That's five times now I've been confirmed sexiest caster OC, but it's not all about me in this one. But that will conclude all of our questions for today. Thank you very much for taking the time, Ataraxia, to come talk to us. Congratulations on the split with Paradigm, and I know you guys are pretty happy about breaking that hoodoo. And good luck throughout the rest of the SPL. We hope to see you at the World Championships again.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for having me.